So welcome to my thoughts on the Ubisoft 2019 E3 conference. It's just wrapped, it's over. I didn't even know it was over. I didn't really think that was the end. I'm like, oh, that's the end. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll come make a video about it. What do you guys think about this conference? I'm going to talk about a bit about the games and just some thoughts on it in general. I think after, the Cyberpunk 2077 Keanu Reeves reveal, everything is really hard to live up to after that. I mean, that was such an incredible thing. You're breathtaking. I've watched that like about 25 times. I mean, what a highlight moment of E3. But this is Ubisoft, and what did they have to offer? Let's see, they started off with a bit of an Assassin's Creed Symphony, and they announced that there's a tour going to be happening, and that was a nice way to start. I always like the orchestrated music from video games, and I thought that was really, really good. Even though I'm not familiar with a lot of that music that they played, I thought it was still very good. Now, this is the game of their conference, to me. I think this is the best game they showed. Everything else was kind of okay, but this was pretty awesome. And let me first of all say, I am not a Watch Dogs fan. I'm not a big fan of the series. I've never really played them. I just never gone into them. I'm not against them, but I can kind of take them or leave them. But this new one, I think it's called Legion, looked incredible. And I was watching it, and it takes place in England, a little bit into the future, and I'm like, I don't know. And you seem to be playing different people throughout the city. I'm like, okay, the usual fare, where they kind of announced that you can play as every single character in the city. You can recruit, whoever you want in the city. So you can, pick young punks or assassin kind of characters or old ladies. It's going to be an old lady simulator, I swear to God. It was pretty wild seeing these old ladies running around with guns. I'm like, what is this? But I like, the thing that I like in video games is sometimes the freedom. And it looks like they've kind of opened this up and given you a little bit more freedom. And so I was kind of really into that. The next thing they showed kind of threw me off. This is a little unusual. It's called Mythic Quest. And it seems to be a show coming to the Apple service. And I'm like, why are they showing this here? It seems that they shot a lot of it at Ubisoft. And I was like, okay, that's cool and all that. And it's about, I guess, a game designer lead. I can't even figure this out. And he's just talking about his game. It's a documentary style of thing on the game. I don't know. I don't even know. It's called Mythic Quest. And I don't know if Ubisoft is going to make a video game based on this. I don't know what any of it is all about. The next thing they showed was Brawlhalla. This is a game that has been played 25 million times, and I haven't even played it once, and it's really interesting. But they showed Adventure Time characters will be in it today, and it's like free to play or whatever. So I thought it would look interesting. I don't know if I have time to play that game, but kind of looked kind of cool. They showed Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That looked okay. Again, these are some style of games that I don't play. But the interesting thing is that there's going to be Terminator add-ons for the game. Every single game is going to get Terminator add-ons. They were in Gears 5. They're in this game now. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Obviously, the new Terminator movie's coming out. And I think deals have been made behind the scenes. So they're pushing their Terminator characters into every game. And I'm not against that. I love the Terminator characters. But I swear to God, tomorrow at the Nintendo Direct, there's going to be a Smash Brothers announced as new DLC. No, I'm kidding, but could you imagine? I mean, they're getting Terminator crazy around here. Now, they always have to have a big dance number for Just Dance, and that's coming out a little bit later on. And that comes with Terminator DLC, the T-1000. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It is not in there, I swear to God. They showed some more add-ons for Honor, and they showed another Rainbow Six game called Quarantine. It's kind of like a co-op game. It seems that you're fighting zombies. That's what they allude to in the game. So that seems kind of cool. They showed some more future content for The Division 2, and they also said that it's going to be free to play this week. And then, oh my God, they had to announce this. Oh my God. I mean, honestly, this is the one thing that I saw that I was like, I don't like this. I mean, you know what it is? It's not just Ubisoft here. It is everybody has a subscription service. And it's like everywhere. Everybody, every company has a subscription service. And at this point, it's getting a little bit overload. And theirs is called Uplay. It's a subscription service. It's going to be on Stadia in 2020. And yeah, so you can get the full games and all the DLC and all the extra stuff by paying the subscription service. And I'm just like, another subscription service. I was just like, just release your games, please. Just that. I'll be happy. So I was a little miffed to see that. And I don't know, what did you guys think of that? Another subscription service? Maybe some of you can tell me down below why you think it's a great idea. I'm always up for seeing that. But for me, I just see another $14.99 a month for, I don't know. Now, the next game they showed, this is strange because it was one of the most simplistic games they showed in the entire conference. And it was called Roller Champion. And I was like, this looks interesting. And the more I was watching it, the more I realized why I liked it. Because it reminded me of Battle Angel. The motor ball in there. And I thought, they should have done is just done a Battle Angel game using that engine. It's the same sort of game. Going around like a play field, kind of highway style thing. And you grab the ball of each player. That is so Battle Angel, and I was like, man, that's a missed opportunity right there. Now, the next thing is, the head of Ubisoft comes out, and I thought, here we go. I honestly thought we were going to get a Nintendo announcement. There was some rumors that there was going to be a big Nintendo announcement. Maybe they're saving that for the Direct. Maybe it's not true. This is what happens, right, with these rumors. But I'm like, oh my God, what is it going to be? What is it going to be? I was also waiting for them to say Beyond Good and Evil 2, show some more of that, maybe a release date. We didn't get that. I was like, oh my God, like, really? So that game must be still nowhere near ready to be shown. Maybe next E3 they'll announce it. It looks like next generation consoles now, for sure. I think with the scope of that game, and that's totally fine. So this is the game they start to show, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild, and it's not Breath of the Wild, but boy, it does seem very inspired by it. It seems to be Greek mythology. It's called Gods and Monsters, and I gotta say, it kind of won me over. I was like, I like this. Obviously, I love Breath of the Wild, one of my favorite video games of all time. So I saw this style of game. It has that kind of same cartoony look, and I'm like, okay, you get me on that one. I'm interested in that. So. Yeah, it's kind of like a conference. I honestly thought it was a little long too. It's kind of a usual Ubisoft conference. So this is kind of what I expected. There was some game announcements that did excite me. Obviously, Watch Dogs Legions, I was like, this looks really kind of cool. And then Gods and Monsters at the end, the beginning and the end were kind of cool. And so, obviously for the Ubisoft players out there that play a lot of the Division 2 and Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon, this is for them, and they get excited about this. And I can kind of get with their excitement, but I kind of was waiting for another kind of announcement, and it wasn't kind of there. But that's my own hype, getting myself overhyped. But I thought it was, on a scale of 1 to 10, I thought it was about a 7.5 out of 10. It was all right. I can't wait to see that last game, the Gods and Monsters playing. I can't wait to get into that world. That looks like a bit of fun. So, guys, let me know down below what you thought of the Ubisoft conference. So, anyways, guys, until next time.